Yo, what is going on, everybody? Williams here with a brand new video for you guys today. Hope you all are having a good day. Hope you all feeling good. Top of the morning to you guys. I wanted to do a little breakdown on my team of the year, my future stars EVO players. Then we'll have some gameplay either later today or in this video. We'll see. I haven't really been in the gameplay mood. To why like yesterday you got like just an old, well, I want to say if it's not an old video, it was from Friday, but it didn't get uploaded until Sunday because I just haven't really been playing actual gameplay because I just haven't been really in the mood to play the game because the gameplay has felt very rough when it comes to servers. And also at the same time, it's just this game is very fatiguing, very fatiguing game because of like just how defensive it is, and that overly defensive like game style, that gameplay just makes it not fun to play the game. So before breaking down the two players I chose my foot fantasy, which is Clara, Sarah Jordy, and Savvy King, I want to talk something else real quick. It's a little mini rant or long rant. We'll see. There's no script, obviously, so I'm going to say what I'm going to say. However long it lasts, One of the games I played on Friday, I had beat this guy who had like a very meta team. He was doing all the usual meta bullshit, playing a 4-4-1-1, and not just playing a 4-4-1 because I say it's a lot. Sometimes it's not the formation that makes people ratty; it's how they play it. He wasn't playing like an attacking version of 4-4-1. He was doing the usual generic YouTube version of the 4-4-1 where you just have all your players, basically just defending. He had the fullbacks on defend. He had his midfield all coming back to defend. Even had his wingers come back to defend. So just doing the usual shit. Have the meta players like Van de Ven and Pena and EVO Hoylet. He had it all. So I beat the guy, and because he's angry that he lost to a team that's not meta, he sent me a message. Now usually I don't read messages, usually I just ignore messages. I don't care. But I was curious on what this guy had this freaking six. It's like, this guy's playing a meta team. Why did he message me? So he messaged me going, "You only won that game because you're a rat." Now when he called me a rat, that's something about himself. Like, he called me a rat. I've never done anything ratty before. So I asked him, what did I do that was ratty? Just me being curious. I'm like, hey, what did I do that was ratty? He was like, you use women players, it makes you ratty. And I'm sitting to myself like, okay? Since when? Since when was it ratty to use women players? I've been using women players for 3 years. You look at my videos from this year, last year, and year before. I've only been done 3 years of these videos because I only play this game because they're in the game. I would not be playing All-Star Team if they didn't add women to the game. For 3 years, I've been running a mostly women's squad for 3 FC straight, and they have never been considered ratty before until now because of Pena. I was finding that him using women players isn't ratty. They've never been ratty. What's ratty is using people like Pena for no reason other than they're considered the strongest people in the game. Women players aren't the strongest players in the game. If they were, then you will see every pro team use what? A full women's team. You will see every person who goes 15-0 using all women's team. You will see women teams dominate the entirety of the game, but you don't. You just see like 3. You'll see Pena, Sophia Wilson, and maybe Bonmonti. Then what you'll probably see. I also mentioned in my message that only people who are calling women overpowered and saying they're ratty are incels who don't want them in the game. And he didn't say shit back. Because that's kind of like a mic drop. The only people who are bitching on about women in the game are incels who don't want them in the game because they just don't like women in general, and they'll hide behind realism as a reason for why. It's a video game. It's not supposed to be realistic. If you want realism, go play football for real. Not only that, if you're like seeing people complain is dumb that a 5'8" woman is muscling off BVD. And again, I say this, it's a video game, but also just if you want to be realistic, there's 5'4", 5'5", 5'6", 5'7", 5'8". There's men players under 6 foot tall in the game. Yet throughout the entirety of the existence of All-Star Team, you've never complained about it. Why? Because you didn't care. You didn't care until someone told you to care, and they told you to care because it's women. Even IRL, there's been men under 6 foot tall who has had I won't say easy time, but have been able to win headers over taller players, been able to muzzle off taller players. Even when we say realism, short people have had success in those situations before as well. But again, I'd say it's a video game. Who cares? I've never been in a situation in this game where I've been upset that a player who is of a certain size beats my players when I do use male players. Because this, I don't care. It's a video game. What I care about is the stats. If you tell me someone who has, let's say, I'm using Vieira. Vieira has 87 strength. If I'm in a game and someone with 90 strength, male or female, beats Vieira, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, how the fuck did that happen? It's Patrick Vieira. He's freaking 6 foot whatever. Look at the freaking stats. He has 87 freaking strength. That person has 90 strength. All right, makes sense. It's a video game. That makes sense. You know, if a player has bruiser and my player don't, it makes sense. You know, because it's a video game. These aren't real numbers. These aren't real games. It's a video game. It's meant to be fun, not realistic. You know, and this is the only community we see this kind of stuff in, because again, for a lot of y'all who don't know, my primary games that I play are FPS games or RPGs, not sport games. Before I used an analogy, this is a long time ago, where I mentioned that in Rainbow Six Siege is a character named Valkyrie. Valkyrie is a US Navy SEAL. At the time of her being in the game, I don't know how it is now, but at the time of her being in the game, when the game came out with her character, there were no women in Special Forces. There were 0 people who played Rainbow Six Siege that went, hey, this isn't realistic. There are no women in Special Forces. They didn't freaking even know. They didn't care. It was a video game. They just saw a blonde with tattoos with a gun and was like, yo, that's badass. Rainbow Six Siege is a game where at any given time, 1 bullet is all you need to get a kill. Doesn't matter if it's a pistol, a shotgun, a sniper rifle. If you land a headshot accurately, it's going to be a 1-hit kill, generally. So, to give like a comparison, it won't be like someone playing Rainbow Six Siege and complaining about how, man, I got 1 tap my pistol. That's bullshit. I got a FAMAS. I got the freaking F2 FAMAS. And I lost a gunfight to a pistol. Would you miss all your shots? Yeah, but still. Well, he landed a headshot on you and you missed your shots. These things, details are important. And at the end of the day, again, it's a video game. If you want realism, you won't like the game at all. If they make these games realistic, it will be even worse to freaking play. The games will be boring as hell, ending freaking, 0-0 and 1-1, things like that. You will barely score if these games are realistic. You don't want that. You want realism when it's convenient for your argument, what you want. That's what you want. And even when it comes to the idea of calling someone ratty, you only call me ratty because I won the game. Had I lost that game, I bet you he would have seen messages going, if you had better players, you would have won. Then he would say, get rid of all the women in your squad, you would have won. But since he lost, yeah, now you got to find an excuse for why you lost. You're a rat because you use women players. Players who I've been using for 3 years. Players that I use, because that's 64. I use teams based on who I actually like and who I've been watching IRL. These are people who I'm actually a fan of, and not because this game exists. I've been watching the US Women's National Team since I was a kid, 34. I've been watching NWSL since its first season. I've been watching Barcelona Women's team since about 2015. I've been watching Barcelona, the men's team, since 2003. You know, these are players I'm actually a fan of. I don't use Sophia Wilson because trolls use her. I don't use Sophia Wilson because Inception says to use her. I use Sophia Wilson because I'm actually a goddamn fan of Sophia Wilson. This is before she got married. That's why I use Sophia Wilson. Because I've been watching her since she first got her first call up to the US national team. Since her first time playing for Portland. I'm an actual fan of the fucking player. You know, I don't come from a wealthy family. You know, I can barely afford jerseys, and when I can afford one, I get them with my favorite players. Christian Press, my team name is called, my account name, I should say, not team name, is called Press Proven. That Press Proven, Press Passion. My favorite player of all time is Christian Press, a woman player I've been watching since her first time playing for the national team. Christian Press jersey played for Manchester United. She played for United. Been defending these players for a long time. 2015 USA kit. Like I said, I can barely afford jerseys. I don't come from a well-off family. I don't make a lot of money my damn self. Meanwhile, I have 2 per jerseys. Why? Because it's my favorite player of all time. Now you gonna ask yourself, do I feel the same way about male players? Yeah, that's why Dino's right here. Dino's the reason why I watch football. Before, my favorite player of all time before Press was, playing sports was Dino. She replaced Dino's favorite player of all time. But before Press, it was Dino. Dino's why I became a Barcelona fan. Dino's who I was watching as a kid in 2003. He's why I didn't give a fuck about soccer at all. I didn't know who was good, who was bad. I just saw a black dude on my screen wearing that uniform, doing what he was doing. I was like, I like this team now. I want to watch more of him. This is America. In America, you only really see the best teams, especially back then. Now you see all the teams. But back then, if you were going to see football on TV, it was going to be the top teams. As a kid, I don't really know too much, better than that. I was a preteen at that time. So it's like, I'm just watching, a dude whose skin tone's darker than mine's play soccer. And then at the same time, I really liked the uniforms. So I was like, oh, I start watching these guys. These guys, they look cool. This guy's amazing. So it had nothing to do with how successful the team was. I build teams with my favorite players. Not what's meta, what's not meta, not who's ready, who's not ready. I think if Inception said this card sucked, I wouldn't have cared. If Pros wasn't using this card, I wouldn't have cared. It wouldn't have mattered to me. Every choice that I make with this game is based on my own passion for the players that are in it. My goal from S24 till now has always been the same. I want to build my dream team of favorite players of all time. Male or female. It just so happens that a lot of times it ends up being women players because a lot of the male players they don't get put into the EVOs the same way. Or they don't fit EVOs. It's like Cafu. Cafu's over here on the bench. I need an EVO. I need EVOs because playstyles are the king. He doesn't have enough playstyles. I got a lot of games on this VR. I use the fuck out of this VR. 222 games. One of my go-to CDMs. I don't just use women players. But anyways, close to highlight, my future star choices. We're gonna do that now. Ending that rant, where's that? Why did I choose who I chose for future stars? I chose Savvy King. Once she plays for a team that I like. My favorite team in the WSL is the Portland Thorns. But I watch every single team. It's the only league, I should say, where I watch every single team play because I don't have a hometown team and I always just watch everybody, so I just watch everybody. But when it comes to teams who I tend to favor more than the others, it's usually outside my own team, which is again the Thorn. I tend to favor Angel City, Washington Spirit, and the Wave. Savvy King is a young player who last season collapsed on the field. She had a cardiac arrest situation on the field, almost died on the field. And it was also her birthday. I started this EVO on her birthday. Because on her birthday I started the EVO, and it was mostly because one, situation that happened with her, two, the playing Angel City, three, I'm just gonna say it, you're not gonna like it, the black woman, and then four, it's just passion. It was her birthday as well. We chose Savvy King, and she looks absolutely insane. We took her from a silver card, put her right into this EVO. She's 4-star, 5-star, which is great because this allows me to put her on the left side. I've been having like a revolving door at the left center back position because everyone who I have is either 3-star or 4-star weak foot, and I do feel like it matters to have someone who's either left footed in general or 5-star, not 5-star, but 5-star weak foot on that left side. I feel like it helps your defense a lot if they're either 5-star weak foot or a left footed player. I don't really have many left footed players when it comes to my defense. So it was a big deal for me to make sure that she had 5-star weak foot. Yeah, she's 5'6". It's a video game. I don't care. All I care about is making sure that I win the game and that they make clutch moments when it comes to protecting the defense. I'm not really worried about winning or losing aerial battles. Just being honest with you. So, her stats, 85 pace, across the board with acceleration and sprint speed, which is very, very good. So it's an even pace split. We got a shadow on her, obviously, because it's a freaking center back. You want to have a shadowing center back because you want to maximize pace in this game where pace is king. And then at the same time, defending is being in the 90s. She has 2 face stats that are 90, but individual stats matter. She has 4 defensive stats. I'm kind of including physical into defense because it matters for defense. She has 4 defensive stats that are in the 90s. Defensive awareness, standing tackles, aggression, and strength. Now, at the same time as that, her stamina is 89, so that's almost a 90. Her slot tackles are 88, so it's getting close to 90. The 88 interceptions, so getting close to 90. 88 head accuracy, getting close to 90. And even when it comes to things that aren't defensive related, 88 balance, 89 reactions, 90 composure. Very, very, very good. And at the same time, 90 short passing. For those watching my videos, you notice this a lot. I feel like passing stats are underrated on defenders because you want to get that ball out of your backfield in defense. So you want to have a good passer so you can pass that ball accurately out of your box, which is also why she has tiki-taka. Because I said I like having pass play styles on all players, whether they're a defender, whether they're a forward or midfielder. I like having passing play styles on my players. But she also has every single defending play style in the game, where her pluses being Anticipate and Jockey Plus. At the same time, she also has Relentless and Bruiser. Very, very great play styles on Savvy King right now. Just phenomenal. It helped that I did put some play styles on her before the EVOs, like Intercept and Aerial. No, just Intercept. It was just Intercept's the only one that I added before doing the EVO chain. The card looks great. Like, just being honest with you, even if this wasn't like a passion player, just if I looked at nothing, if you showed me just the stats and the play styles, I'd be like, damn, that's a good looking fucking card. And it's a good looking card, you know? So she looks great. Now, Sarah Jordan, on the other hand, play styles are amazing. Her rolls are amazing. Even her play style pluses are amazing when it comes to the fact that is decisive and ping pass. I do wish I had like an intercept on her, but we don't. I also wish I had an Anticipate because she is primarily like a box-to-box and a DM. But the thing I regret with this card is that I didn't put her into EVOs beforehand, because this was a card that was a silver, and EA did a good job with center backs when it comes to being able to go from silver to being at 90 rated with a lot of high stats. But if you took a silver card and you didn't EVO them beforehand, their face stats aren't great. In game, she performs amazingly, but her face stats don't look impressive for a 90 rated card. She has 0 90 rated face stats, and that kind of just makes it look like an ugly card when you look at the rating if you look at the actual face stats. And that my regret is that I didn't put her into any EVOs beforehand, to just try to make sure she had, at least some 89s in her face stat. Now, when it comes to her individual stats, though, she does have 90 balance, she does have 90 agility, she does have 88 composure, she does have 89 reactions. Very, very good. She had 90 interceptions. Very, very good. 88 stand tackles. Pretty freaking good. 75 awareness is not great, but for box to box, you'll accept that. 90 stamina, 85 strength. Again, box to box, you'll accept it, but you want more than that. 89 attack positioning. Very good for box to box. Not so great when it comes to shot power. Want that to be a little better. Pace, also want that a little bit better for box to box at the same time as well. Passing's okay, not great. 91 vision. Everything else is just whatever. So you do want that to be better. So she doesn't look like an impressive card, but in game, I'm telling you, she performs great. But the reason why I regret not doing EVOs beforehand is just I just want the stats to be better overall. It's just what I want. I did a better job with Savvy King. I do think I messed up with Sarah Jordan to a point where I should have made sure beforehand that I put her into more EVOs. I should. The reason why they're different is because I started Savvy King progression after I got the contract. I've been sitting on the Sarah Jordan card for like 2 months and just haven't been putting her into EVOs when I should have. So I regret when it comes to Sarah Jordan. Now, even though she doesn't really count as like a Future Stars Academy player, we did sort of kind of do a third Future Stars Academy player, which is Giselle Thompson. The reason why I say it's kind of a third because the whole goal with her EVO was to kind of be another Future Star. We took another silver player, we chain EVO and put her into the, you know, just number EVOs beforehand, then put her into Big Meek's EVO to get her to where she is now. So 91 pace, you know, 87 defense, 82 physical with Bruiser Plus. Looks phenomenal. Like, this card looks very good for an attacking fullback, a wingback, fullback in general. The only flaw I would say is her strength is too low, but you know, we can work with that. But the defensive stats are all very good. The pace stats are very good. Dribbling, you know, could be a little bit better, but I like where the card's at. I generally like the card's at, and the play styles are just phenomenal. Jockey, intercept, anticipate, 3 passing play styles, quick step. I won't wrap it on her definitely. And Bruiser Plus being the most important thing to have for the fullback in general. Then the rolls, you know, are good other than not having false back. I do like false back, so it does kind of suck, but good looking card. Should be able to be EVO very soon. So this looking good. So long video, I know, but it's not supposed to be a gameplay video. It's supposed to be a video where I talk about my future stars, why I chose them, and things like that. I know I had a bigger breakdown for Savvy than I did for Sarah Jordy. Jordy, she's having a great year. She's been having a very good season for Barcelona this year. Just got a new contract extension, and just someone who I just been enjoying seeing, you know, her start. You know, this is her first time being really getting into like the first team, and she's been looking very good. She's been looking phenomenal. So it was a player who I definitely want to get into the squad, because of the fact that she's having a very good year IRL. Stepping up to the plate because Barcelona has had a lot of injuries. There was a time where Patrick Guijarro went down with a bad injury, so she had to step in for that DM role. Aitana went down, she had to step in for Aitana's role. So she's had to like step up where, you know, the stars got injured, and that's part of why she's, you know, the person who I chose for this EVO. And then Giselle Thompson being just a young player who's been doing very good. Got an EVO of her sister as well, Alyssa Thompson. So, you know, it's just passion. Every single person you see other than Beckenbauer is just passion. You know, Beckenbauer's in here because he's just my highest rated freaking demon, and I'm using him because of that. If he wasn't, you know, a 93 rated player, I wouldn't want to use him. But I do like his, you know, the high defense and anticipate, so he's in the squad. Everybody else you see, it's just all passion. Just all passion. My entire defense is black women. But I didn't even notice that until like just now. My entire defensive line, including my goalkeeper, are all black women. My entire front three is all black women too. Huh. Didn't notice that. Even though I might put it in tiering though, because I do want to, you know, get more time on her card. We had her, we bought her for the cup. And we packed her on Paintball last night, so I might throw her in just to, you know, get some more time on her and, you know, try her out some more. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video right there. You might see gameplay later, you might not. We'll see what happens. I know most of y'all won't care about this kind of video. You probably like watch rolling your eyes with your arms crossed about the whole, you know, race thing and kind of stuff, you know, black women and choosing to have a king because she's black, and you know, why I use women players, things like that. I'm a passion guy. If they weren't in the game, I wouldn't play this game at all. I've always said that. I've been saying it for 3 years. If they weren't in the game, I would not play this game at all. I'd still be a career mode, because I've been a career mode guy pretty much since I started playing FC games back with FIFA. I just didn't care about Ultimate Team. Then they added women to the game, and that made me care about Ultimate Team. But they weren't in the game, I just go back to playing career mode. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next video. Have a good rest of your day. I'll stay safe. Count to other people. See you guys. I'm out of here. Deuces.